We're good. Give me a mic check quick.
Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Whenever you're ready.
I am ready.
That's
you're ready.
rolling.
Are you live?
So
You going?
we're good.
Well, what are we talking about?
So Kaitlyn, talk about horses. So what's your background on horses?
Okay, so I grew up showing them. I had pleasure horses, I had driving horses, I had mini ponies. Kind of just always wanted to ride, and I had a friend of the family who was like, "Hey, I have a horse," and she was one-eyed horse, and she didn't have a saddle that fit me because I was like this tall, and I just hopped on, rode bareback, and just obviously fell in love with them. So haven't ridden in a while, but it's kind of cool to like be back and ride a little bit. So this is fun for me.
So let's talk about what you're doing right now and getting into hunting.
I grew up hunting. My dad's a big, just like rifle hunter, you know, woods of Pennsylvania. It's a big hunting state. So we just grew up rifle hunting. But I mean, I did that forever. And then I think when I was 14, crossbows became legal. And so he was like, "Oh, that's a good way to get us in the woods more," because rifle season was only 2 weeks. So we were only hunting 2 weeks. And so obviously if we bow hunted, we could be out more. And then when I went to college, I moved away from home in Missouri, and pretty much didn't know anybody, so I had to kind of figure it out. And so I just found some public land and just started hunting. And I always really filmed, I guess, but it was always just for like memories. Like my dad just wanted to have like footage just to look back on. So I was always used to kind of having a camera, but it was never like serious. And then, you know, when I went out to the Midwest, I was like, "Oh, I'm just used to filming, so I'll just keep filming." And then I decided I might as well post it somewhere so somebody else can maybe enjoy it. And the first video that I put out, I shot a buck, and it just kind of went crazy, like viral overnight. And I was like, all these people were following me, and they're like, "Hey, loved your video." And I was like, "Oh, okay, thanks." Like, it was just kind of random, but it was really cool. And I just decided, like, you know, people want to see, like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a girl, I don't know, but, you know, just out there doing my thing. And hunting is just kind of like my escape. I just go out, I do it, I enjoy it. If I screw up, oh well, like I learn from it, and then hopefully, you know, be successful the next time around. But at the same time, I don't know if I'll ever truly get away from like the public land and like self-filming, at least not fully, because I think that makes me relatable. And it's, you know, I like helping other people and teaching other people too. So like me doing that is a way for people to be like, "Oh, okay, I can do it too."
So how about Prois?
Oh, Prois is, it's so good. I've been wearing it like a year and a half now, and I'm the kind of person, like, I will give anything a fair shake, and I will field test the hell out of it. Just because, like, if the gear doesn't work, like, it's not realistic for me to use it. So I'm not going to use something that I don't believe in. So I'm always trying stuff out. And it's just tough being a woman because most camo brands are not geared for women. So especially growing up, when I was a kid, I would wear like boys like sizes, and even still I could probably fit most youth sizes, and that's kind of just like what I stuck with. It was just like, go to Walmart, buy some camo, and suck it up, you know, like even if it doesn't necessarily function well, like you wear it because that's all you have. So that's what I did. And, you know, not to say that it's all bad, but it's just like not practical when I truly am like out there by myself. Like I need my gear to work. So, you know, kind of sounds sales pitchy, but Prois like really has been like sort of a game changer for me because I don't have to worry about it. You know, like I can just go out. I don't have to worry about like, oh, I don't have the pockets in the right spot, or, you know, it doesn't fit me. It's whatever. So, yeah, it's been really cool to experiment. And honestly, the coolest thing is like being around women that actually can talk the talk. You know, you see girls on Instagram, and this is not, I'm not hating, I'm just saying like, it's tough. Like you think they have this persona and then you meet them, and I've met a lot of them, so I can say this, and they can't even carry a full conversation about like any kind of hunting. Like, oh yeah, I went out and shot this deer that my dad put me on, and it's like, well, that's awesome, but like, I can't relate to that, so it's hard for me with a lot of the girls. But these girls are different. Like, you can actually talk shop, and it's like cool because it doesn't feel fake, it doesn't feel forced. So that I think is like, aside from the gear, like a main like selling point for me, because like I want to be involved with other women that are just like me.